Hello and welcome to this demo video on safe attachments and safe links in Microsoft Defender 365. And in this video, we will explore how to configure these security features with practical hands-on in the updated Microsoft Defender portal. And these settings are critical for protecting your organization from phishing, malware, and malicious links in emails and Office documents. So let's begin. So first, let's log into the Microsoft 365 Defender portal using your admin credentials. And you can access this by going to the securityofmicrosoft.com. And here we are logged in. Now scroll down on the left pane and select go to the email and collaboration tab. And under this, you're going to find the policy and rules section. Click on it, then go to the threat policy. And here you have the safe attachments and safe links. So let's click to one of the policy and see. Now under the safe attachment, you can see that the standard preset security policy status is on. Why? Because we have configured it in the previous video and we have enabled the standard preset policy for all the security of our Exchange domain. So first, let's go to disable this preset security policy. Then we will configure the separate safe attachment policy within Exchange environment on the Microsoft Defender portal. So let's click to toggle off the standard policy, then go back to the threat policy again, and then click to the safe attachment. And here you can see that the standard preset security policy status is off, which means now you're good to create the new policy, and then it will take action and it will come in effect. Then click to the create button, and here we are going to name this policy as JSS safe attachment as A. Then click next, and here we are going to provide the user, or you can also provide the domain here as well that we have previously discussed in the previous videos. And here's the option. You can see the safe attachments unknown malware response, and here you can select any of the response. Currently it is set to off, so the attachment will not be scanned by the safe attachment. But if you select any of these options like monitor, so it delivers the message if the malware is detected and tracks result. And in the same way, you have the block status that will block the current and the future messages and attachments with the detected malware. And in the same way, you have the dynamic delivery. This is kind of pretty interesting. Why? Because it immediately delivers the message without the attachment and reattach the files after scanning is complete. So it is good to select this option because later on, once the message has been delivered, it will scan the file and then reattach the file to the email after scanning is complete. Then we are going to go with the default quarantine policy, and here you have another option to enable redirect. So what it does, that if you provide any shared mailbox or a user mailbox here, so what's going to happen, all these emails that contain the attachment will go to that specific mailbox and you can review all these emails separately. Then click next, and here you can review the policy that you just created. Then click to submit, and it will take a while to create this new policy. And here you can review the status of this policy. Here's the priority, and if you wanted to delete, if you wanted to disable, all these actions you can take from here. Delete the selected policy, disable selected policy. So in the same way, let's do this with the built-in protection Microsoft, which you cannot, you cannot disable this one, but you can disable all the policies that you create in this safe attachment section. In the same way, you can export these policies within a file, or you can refresh to see the status, or you can collect the reports of the policy and all the matches and the hits that is going to be make on this policy. Then you have another policy that we want to explore in this video, which is the safe links. So if you go to the safe link, and here you can see that again the preset security policy status is currently off because we have toggled off this preset security policy. So let's click to create, and here we're going to name it as CSS save links, save URLs. Then click next, and again select the user that will be your target after configuring this policy, one of our shared mailbox. Click next, and here's the action that will be taken once this policy start to implement. And here you have the safe link checks, a list of known malicious links. When user click links in email, URLs are rewritten by default. Apply safe links to email messages sent within organization. Wait for the URL scanning to complete before delivering the message. So all these settings, and here you can see that you can apply the same policy on the teams as well. And if you don't want it to apply, so you can remove the check from this box, and same you can do on your Office 365 apps as well, and it will do the checks and malicious links when user clicks in the Microsoft Office apps, URLs are not rewritten. Then click protection settings. You can decide what should be happen when the user click to the URL. So you can allow or disallow. Let's user click through to the original URL, display the organization branding or notification. So it's up to you. You want it to apply or disable all these settings. Then click next, and here's the notification. How would you like to notify your user? So you can set up the custom message for that, and you can type something like this: email contains malicious URLs. Then click next and click to submit and click to done. So this is how you can create and define the safe attachment policy and the safe links policy. And first you need to disable the inherited policy, which is the standard preset security policy if you already enable it, or the aggressive policy that you have already explored in the previous video. Once you disable all these policies, then you can create as many as you want to define different parameters and to make your email environment more secure as required.